Hey guys, James Butler here from Reclaiming Warrior. I want to talk to you guys today about something that literally, if you actually took this on, would completely change your life. I spent the last almost month intensive after intensive after intensive. One intensive that I was helping run, two intensives that I was partaking on my own. And what I noticed was, as I kept going through, the level of deep awareness grew, but the weight on me kept getting heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier. And I wake up today, I'm literally in paradise, near the Santa Monica Pier. The sun is shining, the world is beautiful, and yet it still feels a little heavy. And I'm reminded of something that's such a simple practice, but I forget all the time. And it's called clearing. Now, if you've ever gone to a yoga class or you've worked with any consultant who actually knows what they're doing, or even a coach, then clearing is a huge, huge part of your practice, your personal practice as either a performer, as a high-performing kind of person, or really anything that you're actually up to. And I'll talk about what clearing is. So imagine you wake up, and imagine you woke up and nothing had happened yesterday, you didn't have anything to do today, your room was completely immaculate, your bank account full, your fridge full, you didn't have to eat anything, there were no conversations that you had to have, nothing you had to clean up. And it was this pristine space. And in fact, you looked at your calendar and there was nothing in your calendar. It was like literally just wide open. That's the feeling of being clear. Waking up and actually having nothing. And from that place, choosing how you want to fill your day. What do you want to do? What excites you? What gets you moving? What makes you, want to get out and really get things done? But if we don't come from that clear space and we actually wake up and our room is whatever room we're in, whether it's our office or our home office, our bedroom, if it's messy, then we actually get into this reactive state where we're cleaning up, we're answering emails, we're cleaning up conversations, we're getting rid of energy. It's reactive from the moment you wake up. So what our job is as, owners and custodians of our bodies, our souls, our minds, our energy, our job is actually to make sure that our world is clear of all of this energy that we would normally be reactive to. So when we wake up, we want to actually, the first thing we do is clear our space. That doesn't mean go clean your room and go eat food. I mean, you can do those, but actually to get rid of the story that we have with those things. So what I mean is, if I wake up and my room's a mess and I look around and it's like, oh God, I feel like a slob. I'm gonna walk around all day with that story that I'm a slob. Or if I look at my phone and I, for whatever reason, have my notifications on so I can see that little bubble, 365 emails. Oh my God, I've got 365 emails I've got to react to today. Same thing if I'm doing any social media posts or if I'm working with clients and I'm thinking, oh, I'm not on my A game. And I'm walking into life with the story of all of this burden. So we don't actually want to clear the physical world. We actually want to clear the stories that we're carrying into our day. And it sounds a little complex and you might be thinking that's really ethereal, but what does that mean? It simply means reshifting the story that you have with the circumstances that are in your life. And it takes a practice. It's not like a one and done kind of thing. You can't just wake up and say, my stories are clear, I don't have any more, and I never will ever again. This is a daily action that you have to take on. And so there's a couple simple ways to do it. There's a clearing exercise that coaches can specifically do with their clients. But for you, if you want to take a simple way of clearing your space, what you want to do is just write down all of the things that are currently in your space, the things that are burdening you, taking away your energy, all of the little things that you're actually not even noticing. And you want to write down just all of them on a list. And simply, the goal of this is actually just to notice that it's in your space and notice how you're relating to it, right? If you write, oh, I got a messy room. Well, what does that messy room mean about me? Does it mean I'm a slob? Does it mean that I don't know what I'm doing or I'm irresponsible? And you might think like that story's not there, but it is. And gone unnoticed, if we're not in tune with it, if we're not conscious of the impact that story has on us, it is like a weight that weighs you down all day long. And instead of performing, what we do is we operate on top of that story, and we take that story everywhere in our lives. So here you are, you write down everything that's in your space, the burden, negative energy, And then you actually are really finding out what the story is about that and shifting it, letting it go, finding out a way for you to simply let that go and realize that it's actually not true. Another really simple way is actually to start off your morning in meditation. Rather than kind of waking up and answering emails right away, going right into the reaction, going right to your workout, going into boom, 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 spend some quiet time with yourself. Spend some time in meditation, deep breathing, allowing your mind to just clear your body and your thoughts, and allowing yourself to feel a little bit at peace and taking that energy into your day. So there's a number of ways that you can clear. And like I said, this is a daily practice. And I actually ask, reach out and ask me, hey, how do I actually clear my day in an efficient way? I'm a little bit hesitant to give too much information, because if you don't use it the right way, you're just going to beat yourself with a stick all day. So what I want you to notice right now is, what is the energy that you're taking into your day? What is the energy that you're looking through as you go into your day? Are you taking the negative energy of home into the office, vice versa? Are you taking the stories that you have about yourself or your coworkers or your family into the day? And what is the story that you're actually living your life from? And maybe simply just choose a better story. One of the stories I've been dealing with lately, and actually using for myself, is called The Man Who Summited Everest. I haven't summited Everest. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I know I want to. So what I'm doing is I'm choosing that as a story to come from. I'm the man who summited Everest. Now what? How do I live my life as the man who summited Everest? What decisions do I make? What's the energy? What kind of food do I eat? Who do I talk to? What are the things that I kind of take part in? And so that is a story for me that has a lot of clarity. It has a lot of energy in it, and I can take it into my day. So as the man who summited Everest, go forward, do what you got to do, clear the energy in your day, and enjoy some of the beautiful sun. Let go of the story so you can actually see it and appreciate it. Take care, guys.